We are going to learn how to multiply rational expressions. So let's go over the steps on when to multiply a rational expression. The very first thing we want to do is factor. We want to get everything divided up into different factors because once we have everything into factors, we can cancel like factors and then we can write an answer as a product of the remaining factors. So for example, 10 over 21 times 7 over 15. The first thing you would want to do is you would want to try to cancel out any like factors. So for example, 5 can go into 10 and 15. 5 goes into 10 twice, which is why there's a 2 instead of a 10. 5 goes into 15 3 times, which is why there's a 3 instead of a 15. You can also cancel the 7 and 21. 7 goes into 7 once, which is why there's a 1 instead of a 7, and 7 goes into 21 3 times, which is why there's a 3 instead of a 21. Now that we've canceled what we could, now we multiply. 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 3 is 9. So you can do the same thing with when you're multiplying rational expressions. So here, 3 and 27 can cancel. 3 goes into 3 once, into 27 9 times. 5 and 20 can cancel. 5 goes into 5 once, into 24 times. Now also, the c squared and this c squared cancels out. This d squared cancels out everything except for 1d, which is why there's a 1d there here. This a is going to cancel out one of these a's, leaving just an a, and this b is going to cancel out this b. So now you see how we've canceled everything out except for 9d over 4 times a over 1. Then when we multiply together, we get 9dA over 4. Go ahead and try this one on your own. Okay, so you should have seen that 3 goes into 18 6 times, okay? And then 6 times 9 is 54, which is how we have the 5 and the 54. Now, this x is going to cancel out one of these x's. That's why we have only one x. And then this y is going to cancel out this y. And this y cancel out one of these y's, leaving you just y squared. Now let's look at this. So the first thing we want to do is we want to factor. You're going to factor using the reverse box method. So x squared plus 7x plus 10 ends up being x plus 5 times x plus 2. X squared minus 4x plus 3 ends up being x minus 3 times x minus 1. X squared plus x minus 12 ends up being x plus 4 times x minus 3. And then, of course, x plus 5 cannot be factored, so it's its own factor. So I'll go ahead and put parentheses around that. So now let's see what we can cancel. We can cancel out the x plus 5s. We can also cancel out the x minus 3s. So we're left with x plus 2 times x plus 4 over x minus 1. Let's try this one. So x squared minus x minus 20 factors into x minus 5 times x plus 4. X squared minus 6x plus 5 factors to x minus 5 times x minus 1. X plus 3 can't be factored, so it becomes its own factor. So we'll go ahead and put parentheses around x plus 3. Then x squared plus 7x plus 12 factors to x plus 3 times x plus 4. So let's go ahead and cancel everything we can. So first of all, the x minus 5s will cancel. We can cancel out the x plus 4s and the x plus 3. So we're left with just 1 on top because everything else canceled out, and we're left with x minus 1 on bottom. Go ahead and try this one here. All right, you should have gotten x plus 7. Now try this one. You should have gotten 3 over x. Go ahead and try 2 through 6 evens.